Samford Williard and Jackson Kaneheart. Let's not waste any time, let's just get right into it. Let's begin with number 14, Samford Williard. Birthplace is Flores Park, Texas. First appearance is in ISOM number 1 back in 2022. Dokumaan summary is as follows. This farmhand piqued my interest while he was employed by ISOM's alter ego, Avery Silman, and resided at the Excepts Ranch hidden away in Shadow Valley. As a worker, he is dependable, loyal, and strong-bodied. He is devoted to ISOM, though I do not know what created this bond between them. What brought this man to work here is of intrigue to me, as ISOM rarely surrounds himself with those he does not deeply trust. I must uncover their history as their future has shifted after a chance encounter with subterranean devlings. Samford was changed, though how and into what is too soon to tell. After a brief disappearance, he was recovered and observed with glowing incantations across his back. He feels different, no longer human, but for what purpose? Could it be that I am not the only one observing these Excepts? Does another attempt to change the game by altering the rules? Power observation. Samford is no longer human, but I am unsure if he has become an Except. Glowing marks have appeared and vanished again from his back in a language that is unknown to me. Some great power has been placed within him, but for what purpose? A pawn in the game has become a piece worth playing. He is in peak physical condition from manual labor with outstanding endurance, making him a key candidate for this new transformation. Next up is number 43, Jackson Kaneheart. Birthplace also Flores Park, Texas. First appearance is Saints and Sinners number 1 in 2025. Dokumaan summary is as follows. Where most turned a blind eye, Jackson Kaneheart turns over every stone. In a world rife with chaos and self-interest, he is a rare constant, unyielding in his pursuit of justice. A human, yes, but an extraordinary one. His principles are not performative, they are the spine upon which he operates. Part of the Judicial Accountability Annex within the Flores Park Central Legal Commission, Kaneheart stands as the last line of defense for the wrongfully accused. I have seen him challenge the powerful, expose inconvenient truths, and act when others falter. His impartiality is not welcomed, it is feared. His work demands balance, yet he walks the line with unmatched resolve. Few wield influence as carefully as he does. I will continue to observe. This one restores my curiosity in mankind. Power observations. Though no Except, Jackson Kaneheart possesses a rare accolade: incorruptible conviction. Armed only with the law and an unshakable moral compass. He pursues justice without reward, no personal gain, no glory, just the truth. In a world of shifting loyalties, such integrity is not weakness. Samford's appearance in ISOM 1 seems like just a good friend of Avery's. He's a supervisor of the ranch. We see him interacting with customers and employees, and we last see him entering the security house because there's been some noise coming from there and the door is open. He pulls out his gun before he enters and draws it, and that is actually the last that we see of him until ISOM 2, when Avery arrives back at the ranch and he finds his security house door open. And instead of finding Sam, he finds these two creatures. Fast forward to the end of the book, while ISOM and Bloodruth are on their rescue mission for Sam, Bloodruth finds him weak but alive and able to move, and alongside him multiple dead bodies. And also we do get to see the markings on his back, which brings us to ISOM number 3. We see him arrive safe with Bloodruth, we see him shooting at the range with Avery. We find out that Samford has also been with Avery since the beginning of his hero activities years ago. Samford is clearly a great friend to Avery. They're essentially like brothers. They both got each other's backs. I like this dynamic and I can't wait to see more of it in later books. This scene at the range is where we found out also that he's been in prison and that Avery took a chance on him once he was released. Which begs the question, when did he get released from prison? And more on the prison soon. We also see Gooding running tests on Sam regarding those markings on his back. The markings light up at times, but he feels no pain. Sam runs through the story of how he came to be in that cave in ISOM 2. He tells Gooding as soon as he entered the security house, something disarmed him and knocked him out cold. And it wasn't those creatures that we saw when Avery entered the security house. Gooding predicts it might be a multi-species alliance. And I think that there is a real possibility that the human that Hellion leader was talking about on the last page of ISOM 2 was actually Samford. I'm sure everyone thinks he was talking about Avery, especially because of the last few pages in ISOM 3. And I think this is really interesting, but we'll see what happens later on. The last story is the short story in Saints and Sinners number 1, which is The Weight of Restraint, where we mainly follow Jackson Kaneheart, who is a lawyer assigned to keep the locked up behind bars. This short shows some of the corruption going on in Flores Park, but why do some of these higher-ups want these individuals locked up? Well, we don't know. One person we know is in prison wrongfully is young Samford Williard. Let me also add that there is something going on with Samford. During the prison wreck time, one guy attempts to kill Samford, and after multiple attempts, Sam goes for the ribs, but stops, and even his reaction is that of, what the hell? Here's a quick fan theory. Could it be that maybe Samford was experimented on and they took his ability to inflict physical harm with his bare hands while trying to make him an exceptional? Maybe that's the reason he carries a gun at all times now. Let's not forget he's not the only victim, as we know that there are others that they're also trying to keep locked up as well. And I'm wondering, when did Samford get released from prison? Because we know Avery took him in and gave him a chance, and Sam has been with him ever since Avery suited up to fight crime. Now let's say that Avery is about 32 years old in present day, and he stopped being a hero about 10 years ago, as an estimate. We know Sam is a young guy in the Weight of Restraint short story. Does that mean that Sam was locked up for about 10 to 15 years? Well, depending on if the short story takes place before or after the Great War of Separation. I estimate that Sam is about 15 years older than Avery, give or take. But yeah, that is one question that I do have. Whatever happens with Jackson and Samford's story, I really hope it gets me truly invested. If you watched my previous video, then you know I was a bit disappointed with their short story. I'm still curious as to where it'll go, because I think there could be something great somewhere in there. And I'm hoping that for their next appearance, I'll end up enjoying their story. So that's where I'll go ahead and end the video. Let me know in the comment section if I missed anything. Also, if you have any theories about Samford, let me know in the comment section as well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, y'all.